Welcome back to the Grand Slam channel. Today is Saturday, March 28th. We got 6 NBA games and full slate of MLB. Quick recap of yesterday. We made profit on Chalkboard. Overall, NBA was solid. Unfortunately, we had two big misses in MLB. Ronald Acuna's 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. He ended up going 0 for 4, I believe. And then Luis Severino was a big miss. He should have cashed. He had four batters at 0 and 2 counts, didn't finish them. He ended up with 3 strikeouts. Still pitched 5 solid innings, but unfortunately that was a big miss. That was part of my day one of the Latter Day Challenge. Cam for the Yankees went over his strikeouts easily. I think he ended up with 8 or 9 strikeouts. But those two misses hurt us in MLB. It's the first week of MLB. The data's still coming in. These guys are still not pitching to their full capacity. So same thing with the hitters. It's a hit and miss, at least for the first week or two for MLB. But obviously, NBA, they're already handy towards the end of the season. We cashed on that. So it's going to fluctuate between the two sports. But luckily, we made great profit on Chalkboard. Once again, Chalkboard has multiple discounts. There's two props that I like that I'm taking already on Chalkboard. Here on PrizePicks, they're gobbies. I took them on regular lines on Chalkboard. So let's get started with that. NBA first. And first one's going to be Ace Bailey. And we're going to be taking his assists. We took him on Chalkboard. Regular payout here on PrizePicks. He's a 1.5 gobby, and that's where we're taking him. Same thing with Kobe White. But with Kobe White, I actually like multiple props for him. Points and assists, PRA. I think everything's in play for him. But the best one I like for him is his rebounds once again. He's been cashing for us the past 2 weeks. We're going to go right back to him, but once again, we'll be taking him on Chalkboard. He's a 2.5 regular line on Chalkboard. Here on PrizePicks, he's a gobby. Over 10,000 people are on it. They know he's been in a wagon for the past 2 weeks and a half. Here against Philly, I know Embiid is back. Maxi's still questionable, but even then, Kobe White's getting big minutes off the bench. So 2.5 rebounds, taking that, I actually think he ends up at 3. So if you want to take his regular line, they don't even have a regular line for him. It's at 3.5, so at 2.5, getting some value on Chalkboard. So these two props, take them on Chalkboard, not on PrizePicks. If you are, obviously you're taking the gobbies here, which is fine. The next up we're going to go with is two options here. Naz Reid or Bones Hyland. Anthony Edwards is still out. We do have a couple key players. Jaden McDaniels is out for the Timberwolves as well. So Naz Reid and Bones Hyland both will be in play here. Wow, Naz Reid just got bumped. 16.5. This was at 14.5 last night. It's all up to 16.5. The loss of Edwards and key figure of Jaden McDaniels is huge, especially Jaden McDaniels. Given the fact that he was carrying the load when Edwards was out. So now it's going to rely upon Naz Reid. Obviously, Gobert's going to focus on rebounds, which is a big reason why they have his rebounds discounted on Chalkboard. Bones Hyland and Naz Reid. These two guys, either or, are in play. And I think I'm going to go with Bones Hyland, given that they bumped Naz Reid all the way to 16.5. So I'm going to stick with Bones Hyland here. Take the 14.5 here. Next up, we're going to go with, Wembanyama is always in play. We cashed yesterday on Jalen Johnson's points and rebounds. And we're going to do the same thing here. Gabi at 29.5. I know this game's about to start in an hour, so hopefully you guys get that in. But I do like his points and rebounds here against the Bucks. Next up, we're going to go with is, I think Cody Williams is in play here. Points and assists could also be in play at 16.5. You can get that just on points alone. So I think points and assists is probably best suited for him. So 16.5, you can lower it down. 11.5, that's a free square. 11.5. I don't see him missing that. Going against Phoenix, it should be competitive for the least first 3 quarters. Not sure how the fourth quarter will play out, but I do have the Suns winning money line. Cody Williams, 11.5. I mean, I got to take that. Let's head on over to MLB. Head on over to pitcher strikeouts. We got a couple games starting or about to start. A lot of these lines are right where they should be at. So let's clear the board here. Nolan's the one at 5 strikeouts. Nola should have a big bounce back season. I think it starts with the Rangers here. So at 5 strikeouts, I'm taking him. Kyle Bradish, the matchup is there. 6 strikeouts. Maybe I can get him at 5 point. I'm going to see if I can get him at 5.5 on Chalkboard. Let's see where he's at. He's most likely going to be at 6.5. So let's check that real quick. And on Chalkboard, he's at... Jacob Latz is making a spot start. I think he's covering for... Jacob deGrom was in line today. So something happened with Jacob deGrom that Jacob Latz is pitching today. He's got good stuff. 2.5. Not sure how much he's going to go or how deep he's going to go into the game. But deGrom was scheduled to start today. Sonny Gray at 4.5. Yep, Kyle Bradish, 5.5 strikeouts. He's on Chalkboard, and I'm going to be taking the 5.5 on Chalkboard there. Gives you a regular payout, so you're getting value on Chalkboard. I do think he ends up at 6, so here on Price Break, like he pushes at 6. You take him at 5.5. Take him on Chalkboard, regular line, 5.5. Next up we're going to go with is Yuri Perez. I think he pushes at 6. Peterson at 5. That's pretty solid. But we're going to go with, I do like Christian Javier at 5. A lot of these lines, I think they're going to push at what they are. As you can see, there's a lot of even lines. 5. Chad Patrick, same thing. He was actually at 4.5. So you can probably get him at Chalkboard at 4.5. Eduardo Rodriguez. This is going to be a close one. I want to take him. He looked great in the WBC. I think I might take him at 3.5. This is a close one. This is going to be a Luis Severino type. But still, I think Luis Severino should have gone over yesterday. So I'm going to take Eduardo here at 3.5. Pitch great in the WBC. So, Eduardo, Glass now. See if you can take him at 5.5 on Chalkboard. And that's it. That rounds up my top picks for MLB today. More value is on NBA today. And that's it. Mix and match. Pick your favorite. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Appreciate the support. With MLB back, we know KBO season is right around the corner. We only have a few games today. Not sure if I'm going to look into it as far as right now. Guac Bin is the only one at 4.5. You can actually lower these lines now. So they have this. They didn't have this last season. So this might be in play. Definitely this season. So Guac Bin at 4.5. He's a strikeout artist. This is probably the best pitcher for today. Kind of see more research. It looks like Jeremy Beasley's making his debut for the KBO. Guac Bin, for those taking KBO, 4.5. Play the sure thing, 3.5. Other than that, have a great weekend. See you guys in the next one.